Morning, everyone. Myself, Shruti Garg. I'm a faculty of Computer Science in Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi. Today, I'm going to teach you natural language processing. The natural language processing is the field of computer science where we do we make computers to understand human language. For doing this, we need to employ different machine learning algorithms. So, what is human language? What's the difference between human language? What basically the computers understand a structured programming language where we have to write the sentences in a specific format that is called my sentence. So, like I want to write define a function, so I need to use def as a keyword, and then I have to write the function name. After function name, then I need to provide two parentheses. Then within the curly braces, I need to define my function. Whereas when we do something in natural language, we won't use this keywords or identifiers. So our natural language is unstructured. As you see in this particular figure, you can see there is several texts available and they all are unorganized. They are not in a predefined fashion, and there are multiple words available in this particular figure, and all that words are not at all connected. So the major key feature of your natural language processing is, that is one thing is what we need to do is we need to handle the unstructured programming language. It is unstructured, and what we need to do is it is having a bag of tools. There are multiple tools available in natural language processing. What we in natural language processing, what we don't have in case of programming language. There is a clear relationship between every method or function. In case of programming language, first you need to define your um, variables, then you need to define your functions, then you have to go for main function. So likewise, there is a structure of writing a program. Whereas whenever we are speaking something, or whenever we are having a conversation with some person, in that case we don't follow any structure. Many times we are not even following a proper grammar. So that is what is the difference in the natural language processing, whereas with the structured language, so it is unstructured and it is having bag of tools. So as you can see in this particular figure, there are multiple words and they are unconnected, and there is no structures we are following. So why we need to do this natural language processing? So the need of this natural language processing is like, as human is having a power of communication. Communication is by the language, by using multiple languages. What we do is we used to pass our informations, we used to pass our ideas, thoughts, or feelings to different people. We can do it in a written language as well. We can do it with the nonverbal cues as well. So how human understand, once some person communicate with other person, then how they are understanding. So what we used to do is we have the human has previous knowledge available in our head. So using our previous knowledge, or previous knowledge is nothing but is the previous experiences. By previous experiences we used to draw different inferences, and we derive different meanings of the sentence. So like this person is saying, I had liked to write a letter, please give me a pen. So pen is used in what context? For writing a letter. So this person, the next person, is understanding the some person has to write something. The main important word is writing. So this person wants to write a letter. That's why he's asking a pen. So by the interpretation, this person will understand the intent of this particular person. So same we do on computers. The way we as human understand the natural languages, same we want to do on computers. So whenever, there's a very live example available nowadays for natural language processing is the chatbots. Whenever you are doing some bookings, railway reservation bookings, or whenever you want to solve some query on Amazon, or you want to purchase some item, or you are inquiring something like on Netflix, you want to watch a movie. For everything, there is a chatbot available on all the apps. So these chatbots, what this chatbot does is they used to take your queries, they used to ask you different questions, and after asking different questions, they used to derive the information available in your sentence. And now, normally, every person who is talking to the chatbot or who is writing typing on the chatbot, they may not have knowledge about English. They may not be familiar with the grammars. So they'll be writing in their own language, their own dialect, or their own regional language. Even sometimes people used to type in English as well. So there, what the process going in this chatbots, in the chatbot, there are two things going on. That is, one thing is whatever the sentence provided by the user. So if like somebody provide, hi, please tell me, please tell me what type of products you are having, what type of products you are selling. So first, what chatbot will do? First, chatbot will try to understand the meaning of this sentence. So the meaning of this sentence is like, first thing we have used a word as please. So please word is for the request. So the person is requesting about, tell me is inquiring something regarding the products you are selling. So the product, so the important word is the tell me, then product, and selling. So using this different words, so the chatbot will understand the sentence, and after understanding the sentence, so what it does it is will take the important keywords, that is tell me, product, and selling. So it will search for all the products available on that particular website, and it will show you all the product. So that is the part of natural language generation. First, it will understand the statement said by the person, and after understanding the query, then it will generate the answer. In this case, like products are already available on website, but sometimes there is some different query, like the person wants to repair the connection. So for repairing the connection, that person may be having different issues. So every time the answers are not available. So the chatbot used to generate the answer according to the query. So there are two phases of NLP. There are two things going in all NLP application. One is the natural language understanding, another is the natural language generation. After understanding the sentence, it will generate. So that is what that is how human will use to communicate. Then what is the basic NLP task? A basic NLP task is basically what we are doing is we are providing several documents, it may be several documents, it may be some paragraph, or it may be simple one sentence, or it may be a word. So whatever is the input to my machine, and machine can be any computing device, to the computing device, it will give me an output. The output can be the mini application of natural language processing. It can be language translation. It can be name entity recognition. It can be summarization of the test. It may be question answering, or it may be a sentiment analysis, depending on the application what you are using. In normal course, it will provide you the summarization of your text. Generally, whenever you are writing anything to chat GPT, the GPT will answer you, it will rephrase your sentences and give you the summarization of it if you don't ask any question. If at all you ask some question, so depending on your query, it will answer. So this is the basic NLP task. You used to provide some textual data, and this textual data goes to the machine, and machine used to process it, and machine used to give the appropriate output according to the application what you are looking for. In case of advanced NLP, we used to provide signals or images to the machine. So in case of signal, this is a voice data. There is a signal processing in before sending the signal to the machine. First, the signal used to process. There is a noise removal. There is a feature extraction, and then it goes to the machine. And then whatever the application you are running off, or the answer you are looking for, that will be generated by the machine. Or you can provide images. So the images can be converted to text. One thing, there's one application for images. Or you want to write one paragraph on the image, or you want to generate a new image, or you want to extract text from the image. There's some textual information available on the image. So that's a application of OCR. So you may want to recognize the traffic signals. So the traffic signals that should be identified in terms of text. So that is the advanced NLP task. You can do some advanced NLP tasks, or you can do some basic NLP tasks. Then, then the applications of natural language processing. As I told you, our natural language is unstructured. We used to provide different informations, like you can see different variety of symbols we used to provide to machine, and the machine used to organize it in a proper manner, and it is giving you a proper organized answer. So there are many applications of natural language processing. First is the text understanding. As I told you, all the chat box, they are taking your queries, understand the language, and corresponding to your questions, they are generating the answers. Then you can have a language translation. You can give the sentences in any regional language. So they'll be converted to English, and then they'll be answered. Or if you are looking the answer in the same language, or your application is working in the Chinese language. So first it will convert Chinese to English, then answer will be generated in form of Chinese again. Then there is a we can have speech recognition system. In case of speech recognition, we may want to identify which language it is, or we may want to identify the speaker, or we may want to know the identity of a speaker, or we may not want to know the intention of the speakers. So that all are the applications of speech recognition. In case of text generation, in case of text generation is whenever we are, again, as we are giving queries to the chatbot will understand your query, and it will generate your answers according to the repository available or according to the training data available in its memory. Then we can do the sentiment analysis. In the case of sentiment analysis, based on the user reviews, like user is giving rating to different products or different movies, or so we want to know which product is good or which product is, and on basis of different parameters, like the basis on the uses, price, then the selling, then you may have customer experience, how long they are using based on the country. So there are many parameters on basis of that you can do the sentiment analysis. Next application is the name entity recognition. Name entity recognition is you want to know the entity names, whether there's some countries available, if some country name is available, or some popular names are available, or there's a particular object available, so it will give you this is an entity name. So this name, then we can have name entity recognition. Then we can have a question answering system. I can give a comprehension, and based on the comprehension it will give you the answers, or you can upload even a textbook, it will generate questions for you and it will provide you answers of that. So we can build a question answering system in case of natural language processing. We can recognize the intent, like some person, like whether they are sad, whether they are happy, or whether they are feeling low, or like they want to listen light music, or they want to see a comedy movie. So that's all is the application for the intent recognition. Then we can have a conversational agents. Right nowadays, we are having robots available with us. They can communicate with the kids. They can communicate with the elderly person. So they are the conversational agent. We can do the document classification and the summarization. Like I have n number of documents available in Wikipedia. So all the document I want to know which all the documents are in research category, which all are the documents related to business, which all are the documents related to finance, or I don't want to read the long text. So I want summaries of them. And then we can have a language generation model, that is ChatGPT you are using, or you all are using, you all are familiar of. Then after the application, we are having several steps going in the NLP, or you can say it's a phases of NLP. The first phase is the morphology. Morphology is like whenever you are learning some language, then you're working first as the character level, then you'll be learning the words, then you'll be learning the sentences, then you'll be learning the paragraphs, and then the whole documents, novels or books, you will be reading of them. So in case of natural language processing, we start to working on word level. We don't work on the character level, because character won't give me any meaning. So at least we should have a word, at least at word level we can derive some meaning of that, or we can derive some intent out of it. So we start working with the word level, we don't work on the. So this morphology is basically it's a word level analysis. Then with the syntax, we want to check the correctness of the sentence. It is grammatically correct or not, or the structure of sentence is correct. Then with the semantics, we check the meaning of the sentence, whether the meaning it is giving me the correct meaning. Then with the pragmatics, we are concerned about the context available in the sentence. Then with the discourse analysis, we are concerned with the referential context, like I'm using some name in a paragraph, and after that, with that name, I'm writing he or she. So whether this he or she is written for which person or object, that should be discourse analysis. So this all we can do, all these steps we can process with the help of NLTK toolkit. There is a Python library that is helping you for all these um, steps. So first is the morphology. Morphology is, as I told you, in the case of natural language processing, we are working at least on the word level. So first thing is whenever a sentence or a text or a book form or whatever comes to the machine, then what it does is it breaks it into the smallest token. And what is the smallest token? In case of natural language processing, we are having the smallest token is the word. So first we want to extract all the words out of the sentence. So for doing this, as I told you, NLTK is the toolkit that is available in Python that will be helping you in all NLP tasks. So first thing is you need to install NLTK toolkit. Then once you import NLTK toolkit, you need to import the tokenizer of that will give you the word tokens in the sentence. There's a library called the punctuation library because punctuation, all the punctuations are considered as a word in the sentence. So whenever you tokenize your sentence, whether it is a sign of explanation or it is a dot or it's a comma or any punctuation marks, they'll be treated as a word. So that word should be extracted from the sentence. Then you need to pre-process, you need to define a function for pre-processing the text. In this text pre-processing, what we want is we want to get the tokens, and I want to convert all my sentence to the lowercase so that the uppercase and the uppercase words and lowercase words should not be distinguished from each other. So like I am providing a text that is graph based text mining involved representing text data as graphs using graph algorithm to extract the meaningful pattern. I'm sending this sentence to pre-process in my function and I'll get the words. So the my words are I'm having graph base, then I'm having text, then mining, then involves, then representation, representing, then text data as a graph and using graph algorithm to extract meaningful patterns, and dot is recognized as a token. As I'm saying, all the punctuation marks will be recognized as the word. Then next step in case of morphology is, in case of morphology, what we do is we have broken all the sentence or the textbook or whatever in the form of words. So once we get the words, but that words are like I'm having eat, ate, and eaten. So I want to know which one is my root word. Because ate is not giving me the meaning. Ate is a past form of eat. So what I want is I want the root word, what the meaning I'll get from the eat. I won't get the meaning of 8 directly. So I need to convert the word into the root word. So like or we are having certain sentences like we are having ing in the previous sentence. If you see, then we are having running. In case of running, my base word is run only. Or you are having knowledge, knowingly. So knowingly is basically once you remove ing, that is no. It's a root word is no. So we are having two things by which we can get the root words. One is the stemming, another one is the lemmatization. In case of stemming, to get the base or root word, what it does is it removes the suffixes. Suffixes may be ing, it may be ly, or it may be ed, all kind of suffixes are removed in case of stemming. In case of lemmatization, we used to reduce the words by looking into dictionary. We used to find the root word. So what happened in case of, so what we do is first we do the morphological analysis, then we do the dictionary lookup. And sorry, first we do the part of speech. Part of speech, in case of parts of speech, we identify the word is noun, verb, or adjective. Then we do the morphological analysis, and lastly we do the dictionary lookup. So let's see what is stemming and what is lemmatization. So stemming is basically stem. In case of stemming, this is the program for doing stemming. Port stammer is a tool which does stemming in case of NLTK toolkit. So what we do is whenever we are giving a word called changing in case of stemming, so it used to remove ing. So or if you say changes, it used to remove es. Or you say changed, it used to remove ed or er. So this gives me the word as change, whereas the actual word is change. So what we do in case of lemmatization, as I told you, there are three steps. First is the POS tagging. So in case of lemmatization, you need to download WordNet. WordNet is a network of words. It is a graphical form. All the words are connected. Basically, it's not one net, it is a word sense net. According to the word used in different senses, in different forms, they are connected to each other. So first we need to download the WordNet. WordNet is the word sense net. It is a graphical representation of all the daily used word. They can use in how many various senses. According to the different sense, they are connected to each other. Then first what we need to do is we need to do the POS tagging in case of lemmatization. So we used to find whether it is adjective from the WordNet. WordNet gives you the representation of that particular word, whether it can be used as noun or verb or adverb or adjective. So if whatever the form they are using from the WordNet dictionary, you can get the POS tagging. Once you get the POS tagging, then we go for the lemmatization. Lemmatization is basically it is removing the word, it is removing the added words like ing is added in this one. Then it will do the dictionary lookup. It will see whether the word is correct or not. So in the dictionary, it will find out there's no word like change. There's a word called change. So lematizer will give you the correct root word corresponding to the word provided to the machine, whereas stemmer can be giving you a wrong word. The next step of natural language processing is the syntax analysis. In case of syntax analysis, as I told you, we used to check the structure of sentence. The structure of sentences whether the sentence is grammatically correct or not. For grammatically correct sentence, what we have, whatever the sentences available in the sorry, whatever the sentence is available in we are what we are using in the natural language, there is a particular structure we are following for every sentence. Like every sentence is made up of noun, and there's a subject part and there's an object part. So for this sentence, if we see, this is my subject part and this is my object part. So what we do in case of machines, we used to write this as a noun phrase. The subject part we used to write as noun phrase, and the object part we used to say it is a verb phrase. Noun phrase and the verb phrase, in some sentences we are having only noun rather than noun phrase. In some sentences we have noun phrase as well. Noun phrase, in case of noun phrase, the earth is round. We are having a sentence like the earth is round. So in this case, my earth is written with an article. So in this one is a noun phrase. So earth is basically noun and we are having article before this noun. So whenever we are not having direct noun, adjective, adverb, or a verb, then we say it is a phrase. So, like, then the verb phrase further, it can be having verb phrase, a verb, and the noun phrase. In case of noun phrase, you can see there is a determiner and there is a noun. So, this sentence is basically is made up of noun, verb, noun phrase, that is determiner and noun. So if all this present in my sentence, then I would say if there are different grammars available in my parser, so it will match with the grammar if it's satisfied with any of the rule, then the parser will say the sentence is grammatically correct or not. So if you see in this sentence, the example sentence, John ate an apple. So John is my noun. Eats an apple. This is one verb phrase. In case of verb phrase, we are having eats as a verb and an apple is a noun phrase again. So we are having determiner and there is a noun. So in this next sentence, if you see, there's an apple. Apple is my noun. Apple, we are having a noun. Eats, we are having a verb. And John, we are having is the noun phrase, but we are having determiner after the noun. So determiner after the noun is not possible. That's not a correct sentence. We have first determiner, then the noun. So in this case, this sentence is rejected by the semantic analysis. Then we come to the third case of NLP, that is semantic analysis. In case of semantic analysis, rather than checking the grammatical structure, now we are checking the literal and the contextual meaning of the word phrase or the sentences. So, like I have a sentence, men drove the car. So, in case of men drove the car, the men, a man is basically, man is a noun, it's a noun phrase, article with a noun, drove is a verb, and then again we have article with a noun. But it is grammatically correct because there is a man can drove a car. Then next example, that is a book ate a apple. So if we see the book can not eat apple. So what we do is again we'll search in the word search now. Word net. The word net will give me about book. Book can be used as a noun. Book can be used as a verb. So and then we look up for the eight. Eight is a verb. Is generally used as verb, and the next word we are having apple. So apple is basically book is basically it's an immaterial object, and an immaterial object cannot eat anything. So when immaterial object cannot eat anything, so this sentence becomes semantically incorrect. So we need to search in the word sense net, and the word sense net will give me the different senses of that particular word, and the verb eat cannot be used with the verb with the noun book. So that is why this sentence is semantically incorrect. Next, in case of using the semantic analysis, we can do the name entity recognition. As I told you, if there is a some name associated, it's a person name, or it's a country name, or it's an organization name. So, in case of name entity recognition, whatever the sentences you provide to the natural language processing tool, it will give you the Aman is a person name, India is a country, then Google is an organization, Steve Jobs is a person. Then next example of semantic analysis is with the semantic analysis, we can create a word sense disambiguation. Word sense disambiguation is there is one single word can be used in multiple different forms. So, like if you see, he always wanted to be a Bollywood star. Star can be a star who is available in the sky, or star is a bright person. You can have star can be used as a bright person. So, if it is written in context of Milky Way, then it is a star available on sky. If it is used in context of some person, then it's a bright person. So we can find out the same word is used in different forms. So if it is used with a singer, performer, or sport player, then we say it is a bright person. Or if it is used with a Milky Way galaxy, then we say it is a star which is available on sky. So these are the uses of my semantic analysis. Then we have discourse integration. This is the fourth step of natural language processing. In this case, we used to provide the relationship between the current sentence to the um, earlier sentence. So the previous one, all previous step is the first step what we discuss is the morphology, that is a word level analysis. Then the second step we discuss that is syntax analysis. Syntax analysis is for one sentence we are doing the we are checking the structure of one single sentence. In the case of semantic analysis, we are checking the meaning of one single sentence. We are not connecting two sentences. In the case of discourse integration, in between two sentences, we are finding out the context, whether the context is matching or not. So, like, I want to know whether the two paragraphs we picked up and both are belongs to same book or both belongs to the same research article or not. So then we go for the discuss integration. In case of discuss integration, like Jack is a bright student. He spent most of the time in the library. So this he referred to the Jack. Jack is related to this particular he. So in case of discourse integration, we used to find how different sentences are connected to each other. So this is help this discuss understanding is helpful in case of summarization or in case of question answering system, because we cannot be dependent on different words, or we cannot see the independent sentences because my next sentence may be dependent on the previous one. So that is for the question answering. We are using discuss integration. Taking one example, this paragraph on artificial intelligence. So if you are asking some questions to your natural language processing tool, what is the role of machine learning algorithm in AI system? So it will check the where machine learning is. So we see the machine learning is basically available here is you are having artificial intelligence is revolutionizing industries by automating complex tasks enhancing decision making, and improving efficiency. By leveraging machine learning, algorithm, AI system can analyze vast amount of data to identify pattern and predict outcome. So, what machine learning is doing, how machine learning is playing a role, how machine learning is basically identifying the patterns and they are predicting the outcome and processing vast amount of data that in case of AI. Then next is what is the necessary um, what is the necessary to ensure AI benefits society while mitigating potential risk. So integrating AI, it is the answer is integrating AI. So I need to summarize further the remaining sentence. The AI is responsible, integrating AI responsible, ensuring it the benefits society while mitigating the potential risk. So this is the answer for my question. So this is my fourth step of NLP. The last step of NLP is pragmatics. In case of pragmatics, this is the final step. In case of pragmatics, what we do is we extract the information from previous, not one sentence, one paragraph, or it may be 10 number of sentences previous to this. So like a person is saying, turn off the light. So whether it is an order, whether it's a request. So once you are using turn off at first place, that means it is it seems it's a order rather than a request because you are not using any um, word like please or some requested kind of word. Or we take another situation, there are two person who are communicating each other regarding a hot day and the AC is not working. So in case of pragmatic analysis, we used to extract the context, we used to extract the implied meaning, we used to uh, find out the response interpretation in case of the communication. And in next lecture, we'll be covering the ambiguity. Ambiguity, in it can be available at the word level, it can be available at phrase level, or it can be available at sentence level. Ambiguity is nothing but is representing one sentence in multiple ways. So there's a like we are having a sentence. I saw the man with a telescope. Telescope here is used in, there may be two interpretation of using telescope. One is I used to see the man with telescope, or I saw a man who is you holding a telescope. So there may be two different meanings. So likewise, we are having different kind of ambiguities present in natural language processing. That's all for today's lecture. Uh, we'll meet in next lecture. Thank you.